From across Canada have descended on the Fraser Valley. Their mission is to train for natural disaster events, including flooding. And as Dan Burrett tells us, that means using unique technology to get across the water.
It's a post-Christmas tradition in learning how to save lives. Canadian Army combat engineer reservists from across the country come to Chilliwack to train for natural disasters, including floods and earthquakes. Today, 200 soldiers from 5 provinces have one key mission: to build bridges fast.
What we're training for today is to bridge a 40-foot gap. We're putting this up probably in about 5 hours here.
That's especially good news here in BC, where a massive earthquake is overdue and flooding is common. This past June, a late snowmelt caused the Fraser River to overflow its banks, flooding fields, washing out roads, and leaving some homes surrounded by water. Deep in the woods near Cultus Lake, reservists balance and stabilize a 24-meter steel bridge, which can be used to cross gullies and collapsed roads that might help in future floods or disasters. The skills these soldiers learn also work on the water. This raft bridge helps move equipment and can be assembled in just a few hours.
This disaster response training has been done by Canadian Army combat engineers for decades here in Chilliwack, out on Cultus Lake and in the surrounding area. It's an ideal spot for it too. The lakes and rivers normally aren't frozen and the roads are usually open.
Corporal Jeremy Arculus has trained here twice.
I'm from Toronto, so there's obviously a lot of snow. This gives us a little bit of relief. Great surroundings to train in.
While this bridge training is meant for domestic disasters, Canadian soldiers have used it in Afghanistan too, to replace a destroyed bridge there.
It took the travel time from a couple hours around this crossing to, something they can cross very quickly and expediently.
And while British Columbia hasn't needed to call in the Army for a major disaster here in some time, the soldiers are ready just in case. In 1996, a massive snowstorm crippled the south coast, and the training exercise was cancelled. But instead of going home, the reservists put their training to use in the Fraser Valley, rescuing stranded drivers and those trapped in their homes. Today's contingent will train for whatever nature may dish out. Dan Burrett, CBC News, Chilliwack.